What's up, guys? Dylan here, and today I got week 4 of the CADA VGC Giraffes League. Right now we're chilling with a 1-2 record. Not ideal, but hey, we could always bounce back. And today I have a set against my buddy Ryan, aka Zenjekk, and the Horsham Hypnos. Ryan is a New Jersey local fiend, occasional regional goer, and all-around big homie. So yeah, this is gonna be a fun week. So you know what? Why don't we just skip all this other intro nonsense and jump right into the matchup? So as you can see, the S tiers he's rocking are Sableye and Mega Garchomp, and the A tiers are Mega Skarmory and Gardevoir. So we got Mega Garchomp, of course, very strong Dragon Ground type, has good move pool. Got Sableye, which is a bulky fiend, bulky. Well, can make the team bulky with like screens, fake out. It has a bunch of support fiend is the better word to use. It's got fake out. It's got both screens. Got stuff like disable, encore, go under weather, and whatnot. And then we got Mega Skarmory, steel type covers for the fairy weakness Garchomp has, as well as a flying type, which can stand next to Garchomp for EQs. And then Gardevoir, who is a fairy type that covers the dragon type that is super effective in the Garchomp, as well as can have the ability telepathy, which allows it to stand next to Mega Garchomp and chill while it's EQing and not take damage, which is helpful. As well as Rotom with Levitate can stand next to Mega Garchomp. And then you got other B tiers such as Empoleon, Sandaconda, and Quaquaval, just a mix of special and physical attackers. Sandaconda has good bulk on it, as well as has that Sand Spit ability, which allows it to spit up Sandstorm, which is beneficial for Mega Garchomp that has Sand Force. And then the C tiers are Simisear, Pidgeot, and Abomasnow for a different weather mode. So yeah, we got quite the interesting like pseudo sand team, but not really, but just like all around like strong team with a good support piece, a couple good support pieces with it, and yeah, it's pretty solid stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna just jump right into talking about the team that I used, starting with Mega Swampert. Not much of a shock here. Wave Crash, Earthquake, Ice Punch specifically for the Mega Garchomp and Protect. Max Attack, Max Speed, nada yada, nothing too crazy. Probably could have like lowered the speed a bit to like give it some bulk, but I mean, when it comes to Mega Swampert, if you're not getting hit by a grass move or like freeze dry, you're probably just living stuff at least want to attack anyway. So yeah, nothing too wild with this one. Next up, we got the support piece that almost always is going to be coming with it, which is Meowstic with the Iron Ball, which I will talk about later, but it was kind of dumb to bring the Iron Ball, but nonetheless, we got Fake Out, Rain Dance, and Sunny Day, as well as Thunderbolt. Now, you may be wondering, wait a minute, are you bringing Venusaur as well? I am not bringing Venusaur. And it's like, then why do you have both Rain Dance and Sunny Day? Well, we will go over that a little later, but yeah, pretty much having both of them like just give me different types of modes if I want to do the rain with Swampert or use the sun with some of my other pieces, such as Rotom Heat. You got Choice Scarf, Rotom Heat with Overheat, T-Bolt, Full Switch, Electro Web. Yeah, nothing too wild here. Good pieces. Made it so Rotom Heat did outspeed, I believe, the like what was the fact? Probably the Mega Skarmory. That would probably make sense. Because like the team overall isn't too fast on its own outside of if you give them on Choice Scarf or something. So yeah, that's why I definitely made it that speed, because I can get E-Webs before Mega Skarmory attacks. Yeah, just Thunderbolt and Full Switch, good damage into Quaquaval, Empoleon, and Mega Skarmory. Overheat, which is good into Rotom Mo, not Modem Ro. As well as like Abomasnow, and just like can hit the neutrals for just strong damage. And yeah, just max special attack just for that damage, and yeah, nothing too crazy here. Next up, we got Life Orb Lucario. We got Close Combat, Bullet Punch, and a Blaze Kick. and Protect. Sunny Day also can help out the Blaze Kick here, can hit the Skarmory, Abomasnow, and Rotom for super effective damage. Bullet Punch for the Gardevoir, and then we got Close Combat for, you know, just strong damage into Garchomp. Yeah, Empoleon, of course, and yeah, Life Orb just for that extra damage. Life Orb, Bullet Punch speed going crazy too. We got Inner Focus to dodge fake outs, potential fake outs from Sableye, and yeah, made it to 29 plus speed to hit 152, I believe, to outspeed Rotom. Like I should have the other doc up that like would pretty much show me like what it is that I am trying to outspeed, but it was definitely for like just to barely outspeed one of the mons that are in the area. I believe Gardevoir. Yeah, I think that makes sense. But yeah, just strong physical attacker, good typing, good coverage, and yeah. For number 5, we got Noivern. We got Focus Sash Noivern. We got Draco, Tailwind, Heat Wave, and Protect. Heat Wave also being beneficial with like a Sunny Day mode from Meowstic. You know, fire. You see all my pieces having fire type attacks to hit stuff like the Rotom, like the Skarmory, like Abomasnow. Draco, of course, can just nuke the Mega Garchomp and outspeed, and it has a Focus Sash in case like I do get outsped and get hit by like a Dragon Claw. He could live an attack. And yeah, pretty standard, you know, first, you know, learn about the items, max speed. And going into the last mod, this actually be the first time that I'm bringing it, is Florges with the Babbery Berry. Now, this is also why I wanted to bring this Sunny Day, if I could do some cool stuff with the Florges. You know, Fairy does pretty well into the Garchomp, into like the Quackable and the Sableye, just good Fairy. But yeah, since both of his S tiers are weak to Fairy, it did feel like kind of important to bring. We got Moonblast, Dazzling Gleam. We got Pollen Puff to be like a pseudo kind of support piece for like, you know, Swampert or Rotom, or even Lucario, you know, heal up, because you could heal up your partner with it. Babbery Berry to like live like an Iron Head from Skarmory and not necessarily need to target it for a turn. And then we got Synthesis, which also gets boosted in the sun. We got max HP, max special attack, nothing too crazy there, but yeah, very high special defense from Florges, you know, to eat the attacks from whether it's like Rotom, Empoleon, even Gardevoir. Just very solid, like pseudo, like fairy attacking / pseudo support piece. And yeah, that is the team. And without further ado, why don't we just take this team and hop right into the battle? So hopping into game 1, yeah, so we see that he decides to bring Sableye, Mega Skarmory, Empoleon, Mega Garchomp, Gardevoir, and Abomasnow. So kind of like close to what I expected. Low-key was thinking the Rotom would come because Grass moved for the Swampert, but he decided against it. So we got interesting decisions here. Very tempted to bring Florges, but like with just how like overall mediocre it is as a mon, I'm thinking it's not necessarily the play for game 1, even though surely Mega Garchomp and Sableye will be coming. Those two are, of course, his 2 S tiers, and do feel like the most important pieces. So I'm pondering for a bit, but I mean the same 4 is like screaming at like what is to me for being the most consistent, which are Meowstic, Swampert, as well as, well, I'll say, yeah, as well as Rotom, and the, come on, Dylan, just 20 seconds left. Yeah, so yeah, Meowstic, Swampert, just a very calm, like, safe lead for this case. Yeah, with Rotom and Lucario in the back, just good mix of damage, type coverage, and yeah, hopping right into game 1. Yeah, so like I said, I'm sure that Sableye and Garchomp will come. Skarmory is a maybe, the rest are all, of course, maybes. So we're gonna go into game 1. He's gonna lead Sableye and Skarmory, as I lead, of course, my Meowstic and Swampert. Now, the reason why I had the Iron Ball on Meowstic is for some reason in my head I thought Sableye learned Sandstorm, so I wanted Meowstic to be slower, so if we both clicked Weathers the same turn, mine would go second. But of course, Sableye does not learn Sandstorm, so that was just dumb on my end. But it doesn't really have doesn't have really affect the set, I will say. But nonetheless, Swampert is not in the best position right now. So I'm going to swap out my Swampert into the Rotom He. Rotom He really doesn't get threatened by anything. And he's going to switch out the Sableye into the Gardevoir. And we're going to just fake out the Skarmory and just a couple reposition and nothing else is going on in that turn. So pretty much new turn 1 with Skarmory losing 3%. Yeah, so I'm a little hesitant to, like, if I on what I want to do early in regards to, like, with Meowstic, because I don't want to. You don't want to lose Meowstic too early, because then you won't have the weather for the late game. And Meowstic really isn't doing too much on this board, I will say. And like Meowstic could just take like a Brave Bird or something from a potential Mega Skarmory, and then I could lose it quickly. So I decided to swap it out into the Lucario and then click Volt Switch into the Skarmory. But he's gonna switch out the Skarmory and go back into the Sableye, right? As I swap my Meowstic going into Lucario. I don't sense like a fairy move coming from the Gardevoir because it's really not going to hit Rotom. Decides to go for the Icy Wind, so we find out here that the Gardevoir is Scarfed because the Gardevoir went first and my Rotom is Scarfed. But what's good is because of this, he doesn't know that I'm Scarfed. And that will come into play later. But we're going to Volt Switch in the Sableye, do some decent chip, and go back into the Meowstic where we have the potential fake out threat. And yeah, so interesting board state here. I sense the Steel type move into the Gardevoir feels a bit too obvious, so in my head I want to go for the Sunny Day into Blaze Kick into Sableye to potentially catch it. And part of me thought that because he swapped out Sableye turn 1 and didn't go for the Will-O-Wisp that he didn't have it. So I kind of a cheeky call on me here. But otherwise, like, swapping out, like, continuously to, like, dodge a potential Wisp just didn't feel worth it. So I'm like, okay, at the very least, I get some damage on it, so we're gonna go for a Sunny Day and Blaze Kick. And yeah, the swap into the Skarmory definitely felt expected. Low-key, clicking the Blaze Kick into him would have been fire. But anyways, yeah, he does end up having the Will-O-Wisp, gets it off on the Lucario, which is fine. A little annoying, but yeah, so we're going to get the Sunny Day, and then quick a Blaze Kick right into the Skarmory. It's not going to kill, it's going to do like about like 35%, enough to two-shot, take some Life Orb chip there. But now we showed that we have Blaze Kick, which of course threatens into the Lucario, into the Skarmory. So we're going to swap Lucario into the Rotom, because again, Rotom really doesn't get threatened by either of these mons. And we're going to rip a Thunderbolt into the Sableye, because I don't sense him threatening an attack into the Sableye. And even if so, we should live potentially one Brave Bird. I don't know. We're not going to find out. He clicks Disable into my Meowstic to avoid me using Sunny Day again for a bit. Maybe he wasn't expecting me to have Rain Dance on it. So he's like, okay, if I could stop him from sending up weather in the future, then I can send up potential weather. But we're going to go for the Thunderbolt into the Skarmory, and as he sets up Tailwind on Skarmory. But yeah, Tailwind is fine here, because one, a turn already gets wasted the turn that he sets it up. And again, he's really not threatening much on this board. So yeah, we can just rip some attacks here. He's going to switch the Sableye to show his last mod, which is going to be Garchomp. And then set up Sandstorm with Skarmory to, you know, stop. Since you disabled my Sunny Day, then he sets up Sand. Thinks like, oh yeah, like he's good. Like, doesn't have like the weather and can at least utilize Sandstorm for a little bit. Then we're going to Thunderbolt, take out the Skarmory. Of course, Meowstic's Thunderbolt does nothing into the Rotom. I'm sorry, into the Garchomp. And we're up 4-3 right now, so it was good. Not really like taking too much damage, but of course the main threat, Garchomp, and now the Scarf Gardevoir is on the board. So A potential, I see the Icy Wind plus Rock Slide coming in, or even an Earthquake if you just want to hit the Meowstic. We're going to see a Mega Evolve on the Garchomp, of course, because Skarmory is indeed shiny Mega Garchomp, so cool. But we're going to go ahead and show off the Rain Dance, showing that we are dual weather, and set up the rain for our Swampert in the back. Icy Wind is going to come out here, lower the speed on both, and I believe this is a crit on Meowstic. Don't matter. Yep, the Rock Slide's gonna come in, hit both, not kill the Rotom, which is cool. And as long as we don't get flinched, then we will get the Thunderbolt off onto the Gardevoir. Get about half health on it, which is pretty cool. And now since I know it's locked into Icy Wind, and I sense a potential Rock Slide coming in again to hit both Mons, I feel safe to make some either switch or just let the Rotom go down. It's a little decision here, but I'm going to decide to, I believe, swap in the what do we see? What do I decide to do here? I wonder. Do I just like let Rotom die, potentially getting a T-Bolt off, so I know I can win live the Icy Wind? No, yeah. So I swapped the Swampert as well as quick Thunderbolt into the Gardevoir. Yeah. Okay. Cool. But yeah. Yeah. What's cool is you just swap out the Gardevoir actually into the Sableye, and I'm gonna swap Rotom into Swampert. So as long as he clicks Rock Slide, and I don't get flinched or crit, then I should be able to kill the Sableye. Neither happens. I think I would have lived a crit on Meowstic. And then, yep, we get the Thunderbolt off, take out the Sableye. So we are now up 4-2. Looking good. Got the rain set up. He's got no more weather. And we got fast Swampert to threaten both slots, honestly. Okay. So yeah. I'm going to actually protect here because I sense a potential protect on the Garchomp. So if I protect as well, I can dodge like an Icy Wind and like avoid, you know, Garchomp being faster. Then again, I don't think Garchomp would have anything to threaten and kill Mega Swampert at the HP it would be. So it's not too threatening, but then again, protecting here isn't really too risky in the position that we're in. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, protect with Swampert. I'm just deciding what I want to do with Meowstic because its job is like pretty much done at this point. So I'm gonna rip a Thunderbolt into the Gardevoir so it potentially dies. Since it allowed me to like, get like a free swap into the Mon. Icy Wind is going to come in. He did not protect on his Garchomp side, which I guess is fair. The Meowstic lives barely, but then the Earthquake is going to come in. Maybe he was thinking if I like Wave Crash to like heal up a chance. Actually, I don't know, Wave Crash in the rain would just probably blow up this Garchomp too. But yeah, it goes to Icy Wind / EQ. Takes out the lowly 4% or 4 HP Meowstic. Good work. We bring in Lucario where we have the Bold Punch thread into the Gardevoir. And now's about time I just rip an Ice Punch anyway. And even if he does protect here, I'm in a pretty good position. Rip Ice Punch / Bold Punch. Bold Punch might not pick up on the Gardevoir because I'm burned. But we're Life Orb, super effective. Depending on how bulky the Gardevoir is, there's a possible chance. So yeah, we're going to Mega Evolve. Of course, he hasn't seen any of my attacks on Swampert yet. Get the Bold Punch on the Gardevoir. Gonna live on 5%, so yeah, close, but no cigar. And we do outspeed the Gardevoir in the Choice Scarf. Rip an Ice Punch to KO the Garchomp, and that's pretty much going to seal the deal. Locked in the Icy Wind, really not doing anything here. And we are going to take game one with a 4-1, as it's like noted, because I took 4 KOs, he took 1. And yeah, now it's just a matter of like, okay, like nothing really didn't go my way. Like everything I wanted to do game plan wise went how I wanted to, So yeah, we're gonna rip a Bold Punch, take out Gardevoir, and head into game 2. So when heading into a game 2 like this, you think like, yeah, did that go a little too well? Like, did it go well enough where I'm fine just running it back with the same Formons, or should I make some form of adjustments to adjust for their possible adjustments? But nonetheless, yeah, I think I overall stick with how smooth that went. I like just running it back, although I do switch up the lead this time and run a Meowstic Rotom lead instead of lead with Swampert. And then I have Swampert and Lucario chilling in the back. Now, the Bonzi didn't bring that game were Empoleon and Abomasnow, and it's like, yeah, you rock like your 4 best mons, so it's like, even if you do bring like the others, like how different would my game plan be? And like, Empoleon can just get EQ'd by Swampert, and then Abomasnow can get overheated by Rotom or Blaze kicked by Lucario. So you know what? I'm like, you know what? I'm perfectly fine running the same 4. Just a little switch up there. And yeah, we're gonna see what he decides to lead, which is gonna be Sableye and Garchomp, which I'm like, dang. Now I really wish I just led friggin' Swampert, but then again, I do know the Sableye is Wisp, so if I could avoid Swampert getting Wisp, that would be cool. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, turn 1. I think I'm potentially considering ripping a Sunny Day and then Overheat into the Sableye, but I say nah, let's not get too wild. We have a safe fake out into the Garchomp. He has no way of stopping it, and the Sableye really isn't going to do much into either mon. So he goes for the Protect on the Garchomp. We fake it out. Nothing's going to happen. And then here, he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp into the Meowstic spot, possibly, you know, predicting a switch, thinking in case, like, me calling that he Protect and then swapping Meowstic because it wouldn't do much otherwise, which is fair, but I decided to stay in. Rip a Thunderbolt, and it's 49%, and ooh, I hate seeing that, because, you know, you think, dang, is this, like, going to be a favorable 2-shot or an unfavorable 2-shot? Like, was this a low roll T-Bolt where if I rip it again, there's a high chance I get the 51%? Or did I get the high roll and there's like a little bit of a chance that it 2-shots? But since he whisked the Meowstic this turn, I call that he's not going to whisk me in that slot again. I decide to bring in Swampert and, you know, kind of just hope that this T-Bolt kills. Okay, so I swap in Sableye. See, he goes for the Encore because he didn't know that I was Scarfed. And nothing really showed that it was Scarfed because he did Protect with the Garchomp. If he attacked with Garchomp that first turn, he would have seen that I outsped it and then know I was Scarfed. So he Encored me into T-Bolt, but now he knows that I'm Scarfed because I did outspeed Garchomp there. So he's probably thinking like, dang, like, I kind of wasted that turn, but nonetheless, Sableye wasn't doing much anyway. I mean, you could have disabled the T-Bolt. Right. So, I forget what. I decided to swap back into Meowstic on the Swampert to avoid a Wisp into that slot. But he decides to go for the Quash, showing the move he has not shown yet. And then get the Rock Slide off, since now he knows that the Rotom is faster, which, fair play on his end. He's going to take out my Rotom. Rotom really didn't do much this game, but, you know, all good, all good. So now I'm in an interesting predicament. I can't really bring in Lucario to stop the Will-O-Wisp, to, like, Bullet Punch it, because then Garchomp could just EQ and wipe Lucario, and that would put me in quite a deficit. So, yeah, I'm like, feel like definitely a little bit more of a predicament than the first game. Yeah, so I have a feeling he doesn't bring. At this point, I'm like, okay, he probably does not have Skarmory this game. So this game, I'm like, right now I'm thinking, I kind of want to just take out the Sableye. But I'm like, dang, I don't want to get wisped. So I say screw it. If you KO my Meowstic with Earthquake, that's fine. But he's gonna swap the Sableye here into Empoleon. Alright. And then protect the Garchomp. So that's like, okay, bless up. That's good for me here. I protect on the Swampert. And luckily, we just rip a T-Bolt, which is gonna go into the Empoleon and get some, you know, useful damage. 32% for no investment Meowstic, pretty good. So now I'm like, okay, I'm not at risk of getting, I'm not at risk of getting wisped, but now I'm at risk of potentially getting hit by this Empoleon of a potential like Grass Knot that it might have. So you know what? The Garchomp is not the priority right now. I'm gonna rip an EQ just to take out this Empoleon, not caring if I take out my Meowstic in the process, as long as I set up the rain, which I do here after I Mega Evolve, of course. And it would be good if I like can KO the Meowstic because it would allow me to get a clean switch in. And as long as he doesn't protect the Empoleon, this would be good, which he does not. Get the Rain Dance off. You may be thinking I might be Ice Punching that slot, which is why he swapped to the Abomasnow, which is fair, but nah. The Empoleon's the bigger threat. You take it out with the Earthquake. Meowstic lives the Earth EQ on 7 HP. However, because of that, he is going to go down to the Bird Ship. So I'm down to 2 mons. We're down 2 to 3, but that's fine. That is perfectly fine. Bringing the Lucario, and now this is good because yep, he's gonna bring in Sableye here. Normally Sableye could get a Wisp off first, but I have Bullet Punch on the Lucario, which means that I could threaten. I could just KO the Sableye. However, the Abomasnow is at an HP where I could just get KO'd by a Grass move. So that is, and I don't have a way of KOing the Abomasnow, since both EQ and Wave Crash are not very effective. Even Wave Crash in the raid will do good damage, but not enough to KO the Abomasnow right now. So I kind of want to accept that I'm fine taking the Wisp on Lucario if I just get some damage on this Abomasnow, so then I can Bullet Punch the Sableye after to avoid Swampert from getting Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, so I don't need to KO the But as long as he doesn't click like Earth Power into Lucario, I should be fine. We get the Bullet Punch into the Abomasnow. Not going to be enough to KO. Abomasnow has, you know, some bulk. I'm sure he's running a bulkier spread on it. Plus it's Citrus Berry, so it's understandable for it to be bulky. Gets the Will-O-Wisp off on Lucario, which, you know, fair, fine. Then he clicks Leech Seed here into the Swampert, which I get. Like, I wasn't threatening KO. Although, like, a Grass-type move, I feel like would have made a little more sense, but didn't matter because I protected anyway. And now I got enough chip damage where I'm confident that, nope, no, what are you doing? Get off, that's not stab. It's neutral effective. Even not very effective Wave Crash here in the rain is definitely more damage than Ice Punch. Get off, Dylan, come on. Yep, go back, make sure you click Bullet Punch into Sableye, then, yeah, click Wave Crash into Abomasnow. That'll definitely do it. Yep, get the Bullet Punch off. I'm sure he was trying to go for Will-O-Wisp into Swampert. Take that out, and then we, you know, get the Wave Crash off. And due to the rain, stab, strong attacking beast, that is going to be enough to take out Abomasnow. And all he's got left is the Mega Garchomp, which, of course, is getting threatened by Ice Punch. And we are at enough HP where I'm sure even an Earthquake crit into Swampert, I will live. And Garchomp's ass does not learn Grass-type moves. So, yeah. I'm sure, like, he's gonna go Protect here. But I still have 2 more turns of Rain, so he would need a double Protect. And even then, it really shouldn't matter. Like, you're not Life Orb Garchomp. We just rip Bullet Punch / Ice Punch. It's gonna go for the Protect here, but pretty much delaying the inevitable. He could go for double Protect here to try to stall out the rain, but I just don't see it working out for him. Anyway, So yeah, same turn here. Bullet Punch and Ice Punch. I'm being careful, making sure I'm clicking the right moves. God forbid you click a wrong move and I just like click EQ instead. That would be tragic. Yeah, so yeah, Bullet Punch / Ice Punch. Goes for the double here. Isn't gonna get it. Fair enough. We get a Bullet Punch. While burned, it's not gonna do much, but I mean, we didn't need to anyway. I was just doing it for show. And the Ice Punch is going to OHKO the Garchomp, and we are going to win the set 2-0. So GG's to Ryan and the Horsham Hypnos. Yeah, we win that set 2-0 and move to a 2-2 record. So back at 500. Cool. I mean, dang, dude, this division is tough, man. But yeah, again, GG's to him. Stay tuned for more. Thank you all for watching. I'm upset I did not get to use the Florges. Hopefully in a future week, maybe, possibly, I don't know. It just like, even then, like, that second game, it would have been honestly pretty good to bring, especially since he didn't bring Skarmory that game too. But maybe we'll find a spot for him in the future. But yeah, again, thank you all for watching, and peace out.